Hello, Pisces. Good morning. This is your channel messages for the 20th of August, Pisces. Let's see what's in your messages today. Your channel message is someone's using your imagination. Um, I feel like ever since you were a child, Pisces, maybe you would always be getting people always ask you your opinion of things. And maybe right after them ask you your opinion, for some reason you seen your exact opinion, maybe on the big screen. Me getting from your young people been asking you. I feel like people been asking you your opinion, Pisces. When you tell them your opinion, they'll say, I don't think that's a good idea. But then later on, you see your opinion on TV. Beginning, they've been using your imagination probably ever since you were a kid. So if you find it hard, maybe your parents never want you to break out in the entertainment industry. Maybe your parents or your family was your biggest fucking haters because they have been selling your imagination. I'm getting that's why you can't get ahead. Now Pisces rule dreams. So I'm getting them using your dreams. Ask me how. I don't know. You need to ask Nutralink. I'm also getting them used as a sacrifice. You are not supposed to amount to anything creative in life. You are just supposed to be used for your imagination. Imagination. Wait, Pisces. Wait. I need to close this. I'm getting your imagination, Pisces. You're being used for your imagination. Or Pisces has been using your imagination. I'm getting a lot of people has been making money based off your free thoughts. And probably people are trying to convince you that your three thoughts are very schizophrenic. I'm getting, baby, they've been making millions. Millions. We get to get imagination. It's being used in music videos. It's being used in movies. It's also being used by big name celebrities. I'm getting, it seems like whatever you say goes, but for some reason, you're not getting paid or credited for what you're saying. They want you to just go. Anyways, Pisces, let's go ahead and go into your reading. I'm getting, yeah, you're right. So you have been using, they might use their opinion, they might use their imagination. We're getting you the blueprint, they've been using you. So again, somebody might want you to believe that your life is supposed to be a normal life, working a 9 to 5. I'm getting they want you to believe that, but that don't stop you from being creative. If them can get you to work a 9 to 5, then them can harvest and give your imagination to someone else. But if you continue trying to own ownership of your imagination, I'm getting these fuckers are losing business. Let's go. Pisces. First card, oh, Pisces, we have the dead. Yeah, does a Pisces want you dead? Maybe somebody want you dead. Maybe someone has studied you, put cameras on you, microphone on you. And I'm getting, I guess this person can't reinvent themselves anymore. So might as well we just kill them, take their name, take their ideas, take their imagination, and give it to a puppet that will obey, basically. So we have the dead, Pisces. Getting something is dead, or you want someone dead. We also have the nightshade. All right. So I'm getting you doing some type of spell work in the nights. It could be active. We're getting like, yeah, intercept somebody's dream. It could be that. We have the reunion. We also have the offering, and we have the rebirth. I'm getting you have been up your destiny. Yeah. What you're destined to be. You're destined to be a singer. I'm getting other singers that use your name. Or them I use your shit. Maybe somebody, yeah. Maybe you're supposed to be a singer and somebody make a backup sing for them. Them use your vocals on a track. They use your vocals in spell work, so you would never get on. We're getting something about them at your destiny, the offering. We're getting you were offered. Somebody need a sacrifice. The Pisces offer you, even though the Pisces rules sacrifice. So I'm not sure why the Pisces never offer themselves, but apparently their ideas are not as creative as yours. Yeah, you might even reunite with a Pisces. Yeah, the Pisces might come. Yeah, maybe. We're getting some about your ideas, your imagination. It's being used, it's being sold for other people's dreams. We're getting you living in a whole, we're getting you living in a big illusion. It's for distract you. For you not consciously say that your ideas, your imagination is being used. That's what's happening. Me getting every time you say something, me getting you will say something or see something online and you say that only had to come from me. You know what else? You know what else started with Vanessa Carby? The fact that right now America is telling all Jamaicans that if your father or your mother is an American citizen, you can go to the US being American citizen, who the fuck you think the first person that it start with? Me. Me the first person who went to the US Embassy, and that Jewish man gave me that paper for the first time when I went. That's how it started. Because there was a big conversation about my father. So that's how the US Embassy implemented every single Jamaican who is born to American parents. That's how them implement that. Because of Vanessa blood clot Carby. When Vanessa Carby went to the fucking embassy, because of what's around Vanessa Carby's name, that's why the blood clot United States Embassy decides, say, you know what, any Jamaican who was born to US parents after they became citizens, you can get through. Who the fuck you think that started with? Slut. So the point I was trying to make is, Pisces, you're trying to use your fucking destiny. Speaking of destiny, Pisces, I saw a list on TikTok, right? And they were basically saying that everybody who is on TikTok, them basically saying these are the national names of Jamaica. Like if you're one Jamaican, chances are you have these names. No, I'm looking on the list and I don't see my name. You bitch, you're not on the list. You witch, you bitch, you. They say, he bitch, you're not on the list. What's your name again? Yeah, so apparently there's 100 names on a Jamaican list that's saying if you have these last names, you're officially Jamaican. No, me I look from Missy Brown, Missy Williams. My last name is not Williams. My mother's name is Williams. Get that different, okay? Me say Thompson, my grandmother did name Thompson, so my mother named Williams, my grandmother named Thompson, and I'm looking down the list and I don't see Carby. You know why I don't see Carby? This is why Jamaicans did say I'm gonna come from Jamaica. I'm looking on the list of 100 names. I want to show you. Maybe you can. My screen broke though. I can't afford another one. Oh, share. So these are the list of 100, basically all the names in the Caribbean. If you're Jamaican, you'd have one of these names. Carby is not on it because Carby came from Scotland. So you will not find my family tree in Jamaica unless you're going on my mother's side. If the DNA test is actually matching, Carby came from Scotland. Sweetie, we used to own slaves, sweetheart. All of these names that you see in Jamaica, bitch, we used to own them, sweetheart. It's only after the division of the light skin complexion Carbys and the dark skin complexion Carbys. That's the divide up everybody, and that's why the Carby name did fade out. Carby is actually a very rare name in Jamaica, and if you go in Jamaica and you ask about Carbys, the whole of them look red and white. Them look red or white people with straight hair. Yeah, Carby will never be on this list. That's why a lot of people say, you know, at Jamaican, well, bitch, my ancestry don't fall in a Jamaica. Whore. My last name is not Williams. My last name is not Thompson. It's also not Brown. It's not Henry, allegedly. Yeah, I say Morris, I say Blake, I say Spence. I say how many I say Carby? I say Phillips, I say Russell, I say Sinclair, I say Shaw. Me say McFarlane, me say Forbes, me say Chin, bitch Young, bitch Lee, bitch isn't Jet Lee, bitch Foster, Rose, Ellis, no Carby, yeah. So the Carby line came from Scotland. That is why that's why people will say I can look white, a little bit, yeah, because my ancestry is not 100% Jamaican. Those are the Jamaican last names, according to my grandmother and my mother. Yeah, you could say them have the last names, not according to the sperm side of the family, sweetie. We're from Scotland. Bitch, like, what the fuck? Like, are you really think you're going to compete with a person who was born, raised, went to school in Jamaica, whose name is not on the list? Of course it's not on the list, sweetheart. Slave master's name wasn't on the fucking list of Jamaican people. This is crazy. Anyways, the point I was trying to make, Pisces, is, yeah, they've been using your fucking ideas. It could have even been your own country. Maybe your own country try to rewrite history and take you off our list and put all of these people on our list. We don't know, but we're gonna fucking find out. Let's go. The dead. Let's see what's happening here. The dead is clarified by the high priestess. Yeah, where you come from? High priestess, you come from a family of fortune tellers. We did the fortune teller started in fucking Scotland. Maybe. We don't know. They could be started at Scotland in front of one big blood clot rock. There's something about rock pillars in Scotland. And they say a blood clot come from Pisces. Or that's why people has been using your ideas. Your line don't come from fucking Africa. It comes from a different gene. We have the high priestess. Maybe you talk to the dead. Because we have the dead and the high priestess. Yeah, we're getting them to use your ideas. So you might be the person who talks to the dead, but they exile you because you're evil, but everybody else who's psychic mediums, then will get on. Me getting is like you're being used as an example to not do things, but everybody else who do it after you can get on. Yeah, me getting something what you was used for a sacrifice by a Pisces. We have the high priestess, like the more you're dead. Waiting the more you're dead. Maybe it's the things where you know, or maybe you're not connected to the right people. It could be about your family name. Nightshade is 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, me getting something about magic. Again, you come from a long line of witches, a long line of women who used to perform. Me getting them, galia, getting, you see the line where you come from, them don't have to use witchcraft for the witchcraft. Some witches, especially in Hollywood, them would say, oh, me have to grind up coffee. No, your family line don't do that. That is ghetto compared to your family line. All right. Unless we're dealing with real human sacrifice and real blood and people really alive right before you kill them, so the adrenochrome can be high. Unless you're dealing with that type of witchcraft, you don't deal with it. These basic witches, these basic witches will have jar magic, will have your name in a candle. And your family line will come from that. You don't have to put any. You don't have to put elements together for the witchcraft. We're getting kind of witchcraft by your mind. All you need for do a meditate upon it and it is just as strong as any bitch putting your name in a fucking jar. Sweetie, like your ancestors didn't give you telekinesis, really, bitch? Like you're still, bitch, you're still putting fucking coffee in a jar and you're grinding it. That's what the fuck she's telling me. That's what the fuck this bitch is saying. You're still getting seasonings and fucking rose petals. Bitch, you're still using urine? Really? Your ancestors, your spirit guides never elevate you a little bit more? Come and getting the dead. But you're living. That mean whatever abilities you come from or your family come from, me getting you don't need for bro, me getting you don't need to touch nothing. Some people will say yes, get a matches, you get lighter, get a picture. Me getting you don't need for that. You come from a high level of witches, or I don't know who your family was, but apparently your family used to connect to the dead. Maybe your family used to bury the dead upon them own ground. Because a lot of witches, when you ask them, when your family member there, oh, they're in a plot over there. Okay, if your family line was real witches, you'd live on the same land your family bury upon, so that your family would never leave your blood clot side. So it's great to know that you're a witch and you do that voodoo shit, but your family member is in a weird plot somewhere beside a random stranger. Let's continue the reading. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting something about magic. All right, maybe they might try to kill you off. It could be something about your whole family line. They might try to get rid of. Oh no, me getting very powerful. Maybe you don't know your history about your family line. When it was very, very powerful people. And because of that, is it that them try to erase the name from history, or them try to say, no, we don't know these people. Me getting a reason why them do that is because them is something about the imagination them use. You know much things me and my family did in Jamaica back in 2000s? And no, everybody they call were weird. Everybody said them people are weird. Where them people are come from? You ever go to America before? No, me never go to America before. So why only act this way? And then years later, Jamaica just like a on. Like I see them finally having animation in UTech. And everybody's like, oh my God, this is so... Sweetie, me and my so-called friends in Jamaica and my family members, we were a part of the first ever animation that ever kept in Jamaica by Jamaicans and Japanese people. No, it get bigger now. No, they are UTech. No, everybody's like, oh my God, it's so great. Anthony Miller did already cover us. Sweetheart. You know much shit. My family line, blood clot, the ideas that would give blood clot Jamaicans, you know much fucking shit from me, a little girl, Brody. That's why I'm so fucking cocky. I don't need money to be cocky, bitch. Me know who the fuck I am, right? Yeah. No, enough people are talking about the animation. Sweetie, what you did there? Where were you when Anthony Miller was covering animation? Where were you? At New Kingston Business Center. Where were you? See, where were you when animation was happening in a dorm at UTech? Sweetie, we've been there, done that. You know much things we were a part of in Jamaica. It's so crazy when we look back at it now. Come and say, yo, we were the first with enough things in Jamaica, you know? And then when we leave, everybody end up catch on. But when we were doing it, everybody's like, what the fuck? This is crazy. This is a sweetie story of my fucking life. Or story of, you soon say mass number of Jamaicans reading tarot. You soon see that happen. I guarantee you. So yeah, I'm getting it's your family line. Maybe you don't know where you come from. The elites do. They know. They do. You don't. You think you're going to be a fucking 9-to-5 worker. And you can be a 9-to-5 worker. But y'all, that's not who you are though. That's what somebody try to make you believe. So that when you're under that spell, them can use you. Pisces, reunion is clarified by the 10 of, yeah, I'm getting them want to kill you off. Somebody, I'm getting them afraid of your blood clot family. Them afraid of Uno. Them scared of Uno. Maybe whichever sector this is, them deliberately cause you and your family to split up. Or for be at odds with each other. Because if all of them ever work together, me getting there's other family lines, there's other last names who are ranking on that so-called list who Uno really can demolish if all of Uno did focus on it. Me getting something about your reunion, me getting something about your family, or me getting something about there's a specific family member in your bloodline. Me getting the person going to come to you in a one dream and them going to tell you everything. The dead, then the 10 of swords. Like me getting somebody going to you're going to dream something and then going to tell you how them died. And then me getting them and give some secrets in your dream. Some dead people. The offering is a wheel of fortune. Yeah, that's terror. Where your family come from. All of your family them is psychics. The whole of them. Usually, when you come from usually you could be the black sheep of the family. You can still be the black sheep of the family among psychics. The whole of them can be psychic, but them blacklist you because you share it. And usually, some people say no, you're not supposed to share. If all of you is a family full of witches, you're not supposed to tell people say you is a witch because them start target the whole family. Or maybe you were the powerful one out of your family. That's why them exile you. Me getting something about your family name. Me getting something about a Pisces. Me getting the Pisces. Me hearing network. Something about a Pisces and a network. Me getting something about them I use you. Me getting them when they're planning to use you for your abilities and use you for your imagination, and then eventually you're dead. We have a 10 of swords, 2 of pentacles, and then we have dead here. So I'm getting somebody's going to try to milk you until you have no more milk left, and then you're going to die and pass away due to, I don't know, severe neglect, depression, or just you not ever achieving your dreams. One more. We have rebirth though. Yeah, we have the moon card. We're getting somewhat, that's Cancer. We have Cancer, we have Pisces. Is somebody a Pisces, Sun, Cancer, Moon? Is someone a Cancer, Sun, Pisces, Moon? That's the whole that give you up for your sacrifice. Cancer, Sun, Pisces, Moon. Pisces, Sun, Cancer, Moon. That's the whole. That's the nigga right there. Yeah, that's the person who did this to you. Perhaps somebody else was a psychic, but them read your future. Either way, me getting, even if your mother is against you or your sister is against you, me getting there's something linking back to your family line. Something about your family line and this big rock. It's big. It's a huge rock. It could be in Scotland. I am under the rock. The rock is higher than I. Jehovah guide me, I'm under the rock. Don't tell my enemies, I'm under the rock. Jehovah guide me, I'm under the rock. I am under the rock. The rock is higher than I. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here, Pisces. So just be conscious as to what's happening. Me getting talk to people and them a verbatim say things to you and you're saying, isn't that my life? It's crazy that you're saying that these things happen to you. And tell me, the person that tell you what happened to them before you tell them what happened to you. And it sounds pretty much like your story. Who you think start emo movement in Jamaica? All of those fuckers who emo and wear chains, bitch, been there, done that. Bitch, been there, done that. Bitch, me tired. Me tired for set trend. Me tired, Brody. That's why people are saying, so, oh, me I cuss you off every day and I fall off. Bitch, you know how long they give government ideas? Brody from Jamaica days. Sweetie. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here. We're going to the next reading, so I will be back. I'll be back.